Hi guys, RoPOVdrives here, and I think it's time for the first story, the first car story on our channel. And this story is about this car. It's a vwgolfr 1.9 TDI, 90 horsepower from factory, but it was tuned to 120 horsepower, and you think it's not a lot, but it's decent for this type of engine, for the reliability of this engine, because the code name it's LH, one of the most reliable VW engines ever made, diesel engines ever made, so I know until now. A few days ago I posted on social media about a small problem that was made big on this car, because this particular Golf stood around in a parking lot, in my friend's parking lot, for 1 year and 2 months, something like that. But we'll talk about that problem that was eventually solved a bit later. Right now I want to tell you about a short story about this car. I know this Golf for I think 7 years or 8 years, something like that. It belonged to a friend and colleague of mine that which we have a label together. We had a label together. I drove this car many years until now, or before this moment. It was not mine. It was his car. It was kind of our car. It was the official label's car. That's why you can see this music for trees stuff and things like that. And yeah, because the car sat around 1 year and 2 months, something like that, I decided to buy it from him. Until the short story about deciding to buy this car from my colleague, you may wonder why this car has multiple colors. More exactly, has a lot of graffiti on it. We put this car in different contests, different graffiti contests, in different musical and cultural festivals here in Cluj-Napoca. And the finalists and the artist graphers finalists, I think I told it right. Sometimes my English is a bit rusty, but we will get there, bear with me. The artist that painted this car won some beautiful prizes and things like that. But this particular VW was the final challenge for them in those contests that we put this car in. So back to the buying story. I decided to buy this car for a few reasons. One, because although it's old and it has a few rusts, like here and here, I really like this car because I have a lot of beautiful memories with it, and it was the most reliable cars that I've ever driven in all my driver's license permit years. Yeah, I told it right. Yeah, good for me. Okay, all jokes aside, it is very reliable, this car. It is extremely cheap to maintain, extremely cheap. I can drive it every day in town and I don't have a problem, because as far as I know, it doesn't have a particular filter, a particular particle filter, yeah, something like that. So it doesn't make that much smoke. It doesn't make smoke at all when you floor the throttle. But okay, I deviated from the story. Back to the main subject. I bought this car for a few reasons: for its reliability, for its cheapness. I wanted a car that I can use every day in town, because my other car, my Mercedes, you know what it is because you saw it a lot of times on my channel. It's not really well made for driving in town every day, but this car is funny. It really is, yeah. It's kind of funny because it's not really big but not small. It's a station wagon. you can put a lot of stuff in it. We carried a lot of DJ equipment, a lot of musical equipment with this car. It had no issues in all these 7 or 8 or 6 years that since I know this car. So that's one of the reasons I decided to buy this car. The second reason is to split not to split the bills. The second reason is in this day and age with the coronavirus and everything, all the events, all the musical events are to be honest shut down, are illegal to be straight. Yeah, all the musical events are illegal. That's sad. That's really sad. Back to the story. I do from time to time. I deliver food in the city. So I needed a car that's reliable, that I can make a mountain trip with it, not off-road, but I can make a mountain trip with it on the roads. Conclusion is I needed a very reliable car and a rough car for the city and a few short trips to the mountains around Cluj-Napoca. Yeah, and when my girlfriend, my fiance, will take her driver's license permit or exam, this car I think will be the perfect first car for her. But until then I will use it as I want. So it's time to the main story of this vlog, about that small problem that was made big. So since the car sat around 1 year and 2 months not being started, not being moved at all, I had to put a new battery in it, and FYI it started perfectly, no drama. And then I had to take it to the mechanic to do a maintenance check on it, to change the oil, change the air filters, change the brakes, the brake pads, the brake discs in front, to clean something in the back, but it wasn't really necessary. Change a few light bulbs and things like that, because the car had to go to its annually technical inspection. Yeah. It's like the British MOT equivalent here in Romania. And then that small problem was made big, because I had to change the tires from the summer tires that were very, very, very abused and used to the winter tires, because here it's you can't see it, but it's winter and it's very, very cold. And here was the problem. The three wheels, this wheel, this front left, this front right, and front left, rear left lug nuts from the wheels, the mechanic could take them off fairly easily, but this wheel here, this was a pain in the where to get it off, because you can see this wheel has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lug nuts, and one is missing. Because the car sat around that much time without being moved, without the wheels being taken off, the lug nuts kind of fused to the wheel. So 3 of them the mechanic could take off. The other one, the fourth one, got bended really badly, so he did his magic and took it off, but the fifth one broke, and the inner part remained inside the wheel and the wheel mount, and the outer side went off. So the car had to stay another night at the mechanic, so he can drill a hole in the lug nut, in the remaining part of the lug nut inside, to take it out piece by piece. So that's why this wheel has only 4 lug nuts for now and not 5, because this part here is really damaged. But don't worry, the car is okay. This is kind of the story. I know my English was a bit rusty. I know a few words didn't get out from my mouth very good, but bear with me, I'm getting there. So I hope you like the story. You will see this car if you live here in my hometown. You will see this car every single day, I think. Then I can only say one thing. I know this car is filthy, inside is very filthy. The car with her options are a bit basic, like manual, AC and something like that. But this car has something that I love. It has a very, very cool sound system. You can see the two tweeters there. One mid speaker there and at the other door. And way back is a subwoofer. And here comes the funny part. The sound system right now is more expensive than the car itself, but it sounds amazingly. It sounds amazing, not amazingly. It sounds amazing. Yeah, and this is the first story on RoPOVdrives channel. Hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, to click that bell icon. Yeah, see you soon with other cars, with new ideas, new vlogs, new POV drives and everything like that. Hope you are all well, and don't forget to smile, be happy every day. Bye.